Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Albert Einstein. Hi, I am Racheal Bench, communication major. Welcome to my story. I came to Parkside understanding the importance of identity, how powerful a label can be. I was labeled learning disabled in first grade. I was unable to read due to the inability to interpret the written symbols on a page. I could not break the code to create meaning for the English language. It was eventually discovered that I was dyslexic. When the rest of my school found out that I had been labeled, I became learning disabled for the whole population. What was expected of me was so much less because of this label. For me, understanding how words are powerful and can impact someone for life came at great expense. I came to Parkside at the age of 46, full of fear of failure. Years of self-doubt came to the surface. I almost walked away. For years I had this ever-small voice begging to go back to school. You see, I worked in Racine Unified School District, and I worked with students like I had been, broken, full of self-doubt, needing to find their place. A story that I had experienced firsthand. My desire to help others like me to see their value was the motivation I needed. My communication major has helped me to identify some of my talents, such as my ability to read nonverbal communication, use language to motivate and uplift someone. I also see language used to build barriers. I see it as the students pushing away and creating walls of protection. This has allowed me to break down those defenses and build secure relationships that allow me to successfully work with my students. They trust me because I'm one of them, and I have overcome those obstacles. One of the most impacting lessons that I am taking away from Parkside is that how we present messages is incredibly important. Our approach can create a bridge or a barrier. In Dr. Shaler's COM 107 class, my very first communication course, I took this lesson to heart. My youngest was very argumentative. It had become pretty ugly within our home. I went home. When she started screaming, I stepped back. I listened. I tried to see the situation from her perspective. When I did this, she stopped screaming. We started to have conversations that brought us together instead of ripping us apart. It is now 2 years later, and I can honestly say I have my daughter back. I love having her around. I love our conversations. All of this is a direct result of my understanding that knowledge that is acquired is not just words on a page, but powerful concepts that can bring people together. After I graduate, I have already been offered 2 jobs within my district. I will be emergency licensed to teach while I finish up my education degree here at Parkside. I will also be starting my master's program as soon as possible to become a reading specialist. My struggles were always in reading, and I feel that this is the area that I can make the most difference in my students' life. I always tell my students, one small voice joined with many can make a difference. My voice may not be so small, but I am definitely joined with many. For this, I thank all of my wonderful professors at Parkside. You have made a difference in people's lives.